Alright, third game. So this is for first place now of the tourney. This time Tigga playing one up first. Ooh, an off map. That's one way to counter flamers in the city right from the beginning. It's very hard to have a situation where, well, actually, this will certainly be interesting. I think it's almost guaranteed to be better to save enough points to buy it with first money, because the max range is enough such that if you buy it with 1 minute delay, if it spawns here at 1 minute, okay, it will arrive in time. Like, it will arrive in time here, at which point you can call in a strike. Likely you will expect it to give up ground, so the strike will be here or here. Most likely you will try to hold this, due to here you can have a crossfire, which you want against the flamers, and here you can have kind of a crossfire against the flamers, so here you want to strike and here you want to strike. Alright. Hard to say on this map. On the open, clearly the third Fallschirmjäger is favored. At the latest one it gets HS and stock free, though you need to spend quite a bit of points to have air superiority to be able to use them efficiently, as well as be able to spend 160 on attack. He did get the, in my opinion, better side. The terrain is more open, but with smoke you can cross this, and the buildings and forests go a lot further back here. If you play against 100 first and you get this side, in my opinion, just send 1-2 units. Oh, that's quite interesting. 1-2 units here, and after that, once they die, you just defend this and push hard. Get this area once you have this. Yeah. That's quite a gamble. I would have waited for things to engage, I suppose. But that you obviously can't do it if you buy it with first money. And once he sees the bombs coming in, I mean, that's a timing mistake, people don't really know it enough, the timing. If he knew the timing, he wouldn't have he hit his own stuff. That's unfortunate. So Tigga is, yeah, if he, I mean, he knows he will push, so he should have put it back further here or here. That forest isn't getting back. Suppose he moves here, then he smokes, then he attacks. Flamers just burning shit here. Rampant. Meanwhile, AT on here, I don't like this, just get an MG and, I don't know, teleport around the building in case of L6. Actually, there's a lot of things happening in the beginning here. 1 MG here, 1 MG here, plus a recon with AT, which is fine, I suppose, from either side. In the middle, I'm not entirely sure the Fallschirmjäger get a 2-man recon with a gun jeep, though I'm pretty sure they do, in which case you should have gotten the jeep, place the recon and just drive around as far as you can, take as much ground as you can. This one, it obviously does not influence the front line, as you can see. Alright. Let's see what happens here. He's getting an L6, which he can use here quite nicely. It will be hard at short range, though 2 AT guns should cover it. Yeah. This blind artillery, well, he's gambling. Those guys are falling back in that direction, I suppose. Quite a gamble, which probably will not pay off. These guys looking to get in this area should do, we will see. I mean, this means he cannot really attack, but he's coming to him. And he doesn't have a leader, so he's gonna get surrendered. Did he manage it? I suppose he managed to fall back. Lucky for him. Now he's gonna die. This looks to be an interesting game in this town. Not sure the third can overcome the flamers, but so far it's definitely working out for him, though you have to keep in mind he just lost 130 points in the beginning. And I mean, it is the same as losing 130 points, because this unit is now useless. Moving across the open field, big balls, not gonna end well probably. Though he has two things to cover it, so maybe I probably wouldn't have done that, but it may pay off. This is very nice. Pull a unit here. It will cover a big area. Results in this thing, which is the biggest reason why he has +1 right now. Also, the artillery makes such that the flamers cannot use the buildings anymore, which is quite advantageous for him, because they can't teleport as much. Did that gun just score a kill on this? No, it can't have. Something else must have killed it, I'm not sure what. Certainly looking quite good for the third, though this will be quite... Why does he... I don't like this. Like, this flamer is very isolated, an MG thing would have, in my opinion, been better. Like, you know, this is clear, so... yeah. It's good to have something here, but a flamer... meh. Buying the bomber Mustang early, good choice. Somehow spotted a Tigga. Oh, flamers doing flamer things together with smoke. Well played by Tigga, I suppose. Good use of this unit. If he gets this one, the front line will completely collapse. It'll do like that. This flamer reminds me of the BMPT of Airland Beta, which was also hilarious for different reasons. Well, the same reason pretty much, but trying to refill the smoke to again be able to do something offensively. Still bombing this one, sure. This tank basically forcing him to either buy AT guns or an HS. Fine for him either way. I mean, and he killed the MG, resulting in a +1 for him. Tank gonna go surrender some stuff, gambling on there being no AT gun, which is a reasonable assumption. At this range it also will kill the L6, but yeah, at shorter ranges you should not try your luck. Gonna go surrender more stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, got unlucky. Thing managed to fall back. Looking at this front line, he could have known. I mean, there's two possibility, three actually. Possibility one, third's just gonna ignore it and pull back. Two, he buys AT guns. Three, he buys HS. HS and AT guns both. Actually, what the really? Well, that's an AT gun because it had 3 stars. So we made him spend 50 points on something of questionable usefulness, together with surrendering 1 squad. That's fine, I suppose. Engagement, 2 bombers against 1 fighter, unless Tigga is a fighter. This will end badly for him. Oh. He actually... Oh, that's a bad day. Like, this unit is less expensive than that one, but that's not all there was to that engagement. So it may look like Red 4 came out on top on that one, but really they didn't. Flamer versus LG40 short range. This will be entertaining. G-gun taking out the murder tank. I kind of have the feeling that Blue 4 is doing better KD wise, though looking at the map it doesn't seem like it. Now he's getting a bow force. Nah. I don't know. Kind of hard to use it here as infantry support, so you only really benefit from the anti-air capability. Bomber being annoying, killing, yes, killing this one. Flamer things happening. Heavy artillery being brought up very close to the front. I think that's a mistake. Yes, you're faster on target, but it has 2 kilometers range, and if they push up here, that's just gonna die. Should have been bad. Put it back here. Also, you can get in mortar range if you put it so close to the front. More bomber being annoying. Ooh, that was a nice one. You should see those guys. Local festival just using the cheapest units he has available to hold some map control over here. He does see it. Gonna get bombed. Oh yeah, there he comes. Also he sees this somehow. And he got wrecked. Yeah, that's what you get when you have 2 kilometers. Fucking use them. Put it like behind the edge of here. Like that's also kind of too close, because if he pushes up here he already has recon, and then you're running away with 30 kilometers. Not that bad, but pretty bad still. Did he actually just bait the flamer and then move on with the pioneer behind this one? That's pretty smart. Also murder tank doing its job. Good stuff, good stuff. More annoying bomber. Now we got anti-air. And he got punished for putting short range unit here. Well, he would have gotten punished anyway, but... Does this see the entire road? Part of it. Yeah, that's good. These bombers are so annoying. Probably would have gone for the anti-air before, but he's moving it, so that wouldn't have worked out if I'd done it. Or he had done it rather. This flamer should be moved back while being replaced, because you really need all your flamers here, I think. Outside of 100 meter range, not going to be good for this one. Probably a fine play just to put smoke right on top of it, so this doesn't help. Glider rifles. Murder tank chasing AT gun. AT gun stops being panicked. Probably not gonna kill it though. Oh, the buffer's gonna suppress it, so it made the tank. Okay, it's gonna die. Without the buffers, this might have ended badly. Very good placement, by the way. Being able to support these buildings. Probably decent to put another Bofors over here. Though whether attacking this is smart at all is questionable. Probably better to go this where you have more cover. Again, you want to pick short range fights. Now he's spying. I don't know what this is. Maybe more glider rifles. Has run out of flamers, I assume. Again, which is why you don't use a flamer here, so you have one more in the middle where it does more than just being an infantry unit. But he has a +1 and he keeps gaining points. If he goes with a +1 into C, it's probably gonna look pretty good for him. If he's at 50% when phase C begins, he's probably going to lose, in my experience, with 100 first. If you don't either have a lot of point advantage or a plus going into C, you're losing. 800 meter MG, like, not sure if it's the only one, but certainly one of the only divisions of the allies who gets this one. As a trade-off, 2 units per card in A and 4 in B, 4 per card. Airborne rifles, not glider rifles. That's probably better. Glider rifles are pretty shitty, though cheap as well, so I'd call them balanced. His anti-air, considering how much he gets harassed, I think this is too aggressive with his anti-air. He wants to have safe anti-air and then start countering with fighters. Fun fact, this fighter is slower than this bomber, as I've said many times now. So chasing it doesn't really do anything unless you have the right timing. It's actually got a lot more infantry. Starting to support my assumption that he had doing quite well in KD. I think this is his earlier advantage in KD he used to spend on bombers, which even increased the KD, while being, I mean, not on the board, but if you buy them early enough, that's not really a problem. Off map is a great counter to 88s, but you might want to wait, like they're really slow, so you might want to call it right after you spot it, not on a marker that's roughly a minute old. Alexander Bomber, look where it's good shot from. Calling off map then. If you call it exactly on the middle of the thing, the off map, you definitely can kill half of the guys or more if you're lucky. So 2 off map strikes will kill a unit that costs roughly as much as 3 off map strikes, plus you deny the advantages this provides. And now it's spotted, pinned down, so it can get bombed. Though 2 bombers might not necessarily kill it, depending on which ones there are. This one is a heavy bomber. Is it the 25? Yeah, the one with the 25. Very good unit, though also expensive, obviously. Ooh, if he loses another 2-star fighter, that's really bad for him. At this point, Red 4 is in a lot of trouble. Like all his infantry is holding on, being reinforced by more infantry and murder tanks, but he completely lost the air game, meaning he's gonna spend the rest of 15 minutes being bombed constantly and strafed. I think he's behind so much in the air game. Like his okay, and he got killed by artillery or bombs or something. Red might be still able to win this, but it will require blue to fuck up a lot in big ways. Especially because blue still got a plus and is now roughly 10 minutes of +1 ahead. So within 5 minutes it needs to be 0-0, and then maybe if it's 5 minutes of +1 and a couple of minutes of +2. Which I don't see happening. I still feel like Blue 4 should have gotten a little bit more out of the flamers. Though maybe he did. Yeah, and now he's just getting wrecked. I think those is the 250 point bomber. He spot another fighter, it's not gonna end well for him. This is quite resilient. The buffer alone might be able to protect it, yeah. Like I can't look at the unit thing to see Viking, which is annoying, but I think this is quite resilient. My fighters have a stat resilience. Pretty perfectly placed off map. Well, we will see. But it should just about get it. Perhaps he could have. I don't know. Looks to be very on point. Especially if they start falling back that way. Which they might. Man, I should just dodge it. Huh? At this point, with having air superiority, it might be worth consideration of buying a Sherman. And just park it at a crossroad like here. And then you can do annoying shit. Like there's a building right here, so you can shoot in this direction, and may or may not be worth it to park it here and then move up and be an annoyance to this chamber, this area. Can you actually drive here? Yes, you can. Oh, the lag. park it here, you deny this road, you maybe provide some fire support, and then after you can drive up here. Also get that fucking flamer in that forest if at all possible, like bring over an heavy AMG. Like the 25 pointer range you do not need. You put one in here, you put one in here, you can walk them back. Another fighter going down. Now he's assaulting this. This strike is too actually here the infantry is coming. Assuming this infantry drives in here, the strike is almost perfect. Now just put a little smoke here. Like start smoking at when this 10 seconds. And then you're gonna fast move in. You know how many shots your artillery uses, right? You can look at this. Oh, it's the big one, so it's 8 shots. Actually, it does not say on this card, but in the armor you can see it. It is, for the big one, it is 8 shots, so you can count them. It's always 2. So you can just, after the last 2, you can drive in and maybe you surrender stuff. If you fast move down the road with the 73 kilometers per hour, and otherwise you just unload and you pretty much guarantee to have this. Obviously you put some smoke here, maybe a little on the road, as is necessary. Like you know nothing's here and nothing's here just due to how the distance of the front line is. Like there's, in this point, it's roughly 175, 150 distance, so all these buildings are clear. So you put some smoke here along this road. You do not know what is here. You do know. I mean, you don't really have to do time to do this looking at the front line in game, but as people get better, they will just start recognizing certain patterns and say, oh, the closest unit is here and it's nothing in front of that. So more than 200, yeah, you know there's nothing here. Yeah. So you should be smoking right now and start driving. Now then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually I counted wrong, but it's over now. Now we should be unloading. Just time it correctly. Let's see where this is going. Right here. So you can peek. No, I don't like that. Put it right here. Make him get stuck. Like you can just hide and it's not gonna do anything this stuff. For 165 it's terrible anti-infantry support. And then you can just hide and go somewhere else. So we can't really counter it. Unless he has an AT gun right here. But this AT gun has 8 AP, so what does it matter against 9 armor? Also, very nice. I mean, everything that comes attack this, it will be spotted. And then just bombed. This might be a hard target to bomb, like, to get it in one place, but why the fuck not just get a tank or something? If the opponent gets HS against air superiority, he's just gonna trade an HS against a tank, which is very bad. Oh, we're going for the bombs. Ah, that hit very well. I wonder, I'm pretty sure he used the ground attack. That's, well, well done. Also should have probably put this on return fire, I don't know. It's debatable, I suppose. At this point you can move up, you know, there's actually this building is dead, so no, you shouldn't move up. Move up one building, I guess. Or put an MG here at best and move up to the next building. These, yeah, it could smoke here for offensive action. Now 8 minutes left, still +1 with good amount of map control. The bombers are just starting to pay themselves off. He's bringing a stug into town, it's not gonna do anything. Oh, it might kill this Sherman, but that doesn't really help you that much. And if if you get really unlucky right now, it will even get killed, but probably not. Yeah, too panicked. And falling back and dead. Could have smoked himself, perhaps. If he's lucky, the smoke would arrive in time. But he makes this one. Okay. That thing getting panicked by the MG. HS, yeah, it's gonna die. 120 point tank against. What are you doing? It's gonna die to that one then. Fine. Most likely, yes. That's I mean, you lost 60 points on that trade, and that thing had to drive there, whereas your thing is instant, so that's another negative. That too far back, not gonna kill anything. With as much fighters and like dual purpose things he has, that's not gonna do anything, though nothing is really at this point. You need to get if you start, well, it's 6 minutes, you're behind like 20 minutes of +1. It's not possible. You have 44% of the map. It's GG at this point. And he surrenders. Yeah, that kills quite decisively. Looking at the kill and loss should be quite interesting. Some bombers, yeah, they kill a lot, and also you don't really see it. They also panic a lot, meaning the other stuff has a lot better engagements. Same for that one. Kill the plane right in the beginning. If that happens, you're just... that's really bad. Engineers doing engineers things. Bomber killing everything. How the fuck did it... okay. That's the big bomber, I suppose, with the 25, so it's possible. This time we got carried by the planes, which is interesting. And infantry. Very good engagements with infantry. The problem with the third is they cannot move their flak. They do not have any vehicles, so you're very exposed to off-map. Especially like this big off-map, it will kill sometimes the entire unit in one barrage, sometimes like 8 guys or something, at which point you can finish off with one bomber. If you get lucky, or a big bomber always. And more infantry stuff killing, yeah. Kills for the third. Yep, infantry. The murder tank could not be really utilized. Second murder tank also couldn't be utilized. The pioneer, they... yeah. Yeah. I just actually managed to evacuate first time, didn't see that. So that's not too terrible, but at that point it's a bit too late. I assume this map was picked by the 101st players. I mean, there's so many maps which are better to play on as Fallschirmjäger. So he probably wouldn't have picked that. This tournament, it has quite been interesting. I mean, it's very unsurprising that 101st and 3rd get played. But I think something that a lot of people didn't realize is just how good the matchup from the perspective of 101st is, as long as you play on certain kinds of map. And the veto structure of this tournament basically allowed the 101st a bunch of times to just pick the map, like Bois de something. Bois is French and means wood. like the thing with the big wood. I think that's really good for the 101st. This map it worked out. I don't think it's that great, but it's certainly one of the better ones. The Sainte-Mère-Église or something like the second last game. The third one actually. Though I'm quite unsure what the matchup is there. Personally, I lost with the third against the 101st. I lost against local festival on that map. But that doesn't say much. I'm not particularly good at this point of the game. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.